Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it. I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm. I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the... De Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it. I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention. What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Melu. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
I need to do my best today to help solve everyone's troubles. Would you be willing to participate in you? My newest dish!
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
Today's a good day to train hard.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp. I see the value in my own. While water from Liyue, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. The water possesses a depth. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
Annihilate. Mine to wield.
Silence! Huh.
Fearless. Into the void.
Settle down!
Fearless.
Bow your head.
Merciless. Another star goes out.
Silence! Settle down! Let the mighty be humbled! Bow your head! Settle down! The tides beckon.
Merciless. Your hard work is paying off, as it should. You've earned yourself a reward.
May I present?
Settle down! Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
Let the mighty be humble! Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Treasure buried in time. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them
Extinguished! Mine to wield.
Be sanctified.
Let the mighty be.
Never fraud goes out!
Silence!
Annihilate. Yeah. Yeah. Strike a pose. Oh, time to shine.
This is where you fall.
Justice is silence!
Bow your head. The tides beckon.
hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
Oh.
See the value.
Alice?
You recognized me just like that? Maybe I need to work on my impression. Anywho, come to Star Sand Shoal. There's a little something I'd like your help with.
Well, it wouldn't be Clay's mom without a hefty dose of mystery, huh? Let's go see what this is about.
I've taken a look at your proposal. It's much better than the ones you showed me before, but I'd still like to make some changes.
Oh, come on, not again. Isn't this the 6th proposal I've shown you? What's your issue this time?
It's a bit hard to put into words, but the design...
I have to say, that's a terribly vague and unconvincing explanation.
For this door, too.
Even if the soul of the building won't be lost, all traces of architectural style would be gone.
Oh, I understand the principles. Oh, actually, I just got...
What?
Don't architects often...
Anyway, that's it. I will not be working...
Hey, young man, please wait!
Taking this commission was truly the worst decision ever. Oh, hey, I wasn't expecting to run into you here. Actually, while we're on that, what are you doing here at the tavern? Don't listen to anyone who... so you saw all that, did you? Ugh, I thought I was in the clear. I made... Anyway, thanks for looking out for me. Honestly, it wasn't that big of a deal. Stress is just an inescapable part of being a working adult. Boss, I'll have a glass of wine. Do you want something too? I'll put it on my tab.
Wine and a glass of juice coming right up.
I know you're already keeping a secret from me, but if you could add this one to the list as well, I'd really appreciate it. That guy, though. What was he even going on about? Another glass, please, boss. I'm not...
You've got it, sir. I gotta say, though, it almost feels like you're saying that every other day now.
It really is every other day that you'd run into a client who knows nothing about construction requirements or architecture. But perhaps getting used to this just means that I've grown numb to it. I would spend a lot of time altering my designs. I suppose, though, that just all of this makes for a
Here's your drink. How are you already spouting nonsense after just one glass? Your
boss, what do you think?
The meaning of art? Really, Mike? Anyway, I don't know about art, but I do...
What do you think? Exactly. So our thoughts on the meaning of art are rather similar. In Sumeru, and especially Sumeru, it's too bad that I'm not in... Thanks for offering. He understands nothing about my design. And all the suggestions he made were as if he just wanted to... You mean, if I managed to get him to... You've got a point. Time to get going. I know where we'd be. There's no time to waste. The wine can wait until another time.
Kaveh, what are you doing here?
I've changed my mind. I was overreacting earlier. Can we try discussing the project some more?
My apologies as well. Now that I think about it, some of my requests were indeed a bit unreasonable. If I choose you to create the design for my project, I should have...
Thank you for understanding. Mutual trust is the basis for good communication. To be perfectly honest, your commission request has been the most peculiar one I've ever received. Even now, I still know nothing about the building's intended purpose. All I know is that you want to build something in the desert for public use. I am aware that overly specific requests will restrain the architect's artistic freedom. I've produced several draft proposals for you to choose from, and you've rejected every single one. If we don't get on the same page, it could be a decade before we can finally break ground on this project.
Yes, I've given this some thought already. I think we can go with the general direction of the latest proposal that you just showed me. It's just...
Just what?
Putting the building design aside, can we get some less expensive materials for the floor tiles? Yeah, I know someone in the business and the timber here as well.
Please give me a moment. My head's starting to hurt again. Just please. So, let me get this straight. You want to... Architectural design cannot be neatly split into discrete parts. Any change... Same with the tiles. If all you need is a build...
Actually,
I think the most important...
I want to build something unique. I want all who...
That's a bit... We've gone through many proposed...
Thank you. Forgive... I still have a few business...
I also have a similar feeling. Is that really okay? He does seem really... That's actually pretty common. Not all rich people are spendthrifts. Many are just, as if not more, stingy than him. The more mora some people have... Actually, now that I think of... Who knows how long Huh? Where did he go? I could have sworn he went this way. Let's keep looking. Oh, hey, look!
Didn't I tell you before? I'm not looking for more workers. Plus, aren't you a bit old for physical labor? If some...
Oh, you won't have to worry about... I don't have many talents, but I still have...
You used to be an Aramite mercenary?
I know there are a lot of bad apples in our ranks, but most are just trying to make a living.
I'm sorry, but I still...
Okay.
He used to be a We meet again.
Huh? Why are you guys here?
That's what we wanted to... There's no need for us to...
Believe me. All right.
A library? I've heard that the academia will be looking to...
You're right. The desert is too vast. And what's more, all I know is I don't have much longer left on this world. So I just want to use whatever time I have. I didn't want you to know that...
To the point that you even...
When I first... Someone agreed to take... After that... I spent a while... By the way, how did...
Just a hunch. I ran into someone. He said that he had... And after that, he even... According to him...
Those kinds of things do happen.
It's all right. Ultimately, neither of our experience... Yeah, you'll find both good and bad people ever... Anyway, I digress.
That's what I was afraid of, and I've done the math, and know that we should be able to make it if we cut some corners. However, after our conversations... I can see that you're passionate about your design, and I'm quite fond of the proposal as well. So, I decided to try and see if I can afford your proposal as is. I've been looking for work every day, and in another month, I should be able to cobble together enough mora to meet the budget.
By cobbled together, you mean you're going to spend your entire life savings on this project? But then, what will you do if something unexpected comes up, and you find yourself stuck with no emergency fund?
To be honest, I haven't really thought about that. I mean, when you've lived to be my age and something happens, you can't really call it unexpected anymore. All I want is to build this library before a while ago, I heard that the Academia had decided to recruit a number of exceptional children from the desert. Of course, this is welcomed news. But as someone who's spent their entire life in the desert, I still have a few concerns. I know the desert life, and can predict what the problems will be. Many children from the desert have had neither the interest nor the proper environment to learn. So even if the Academia would take them in, once they enter the halls, they might find themselves surrounded by other children who look and act very differently from them. And as a result, they might become socially isolated.
Yes, I can imagine that. My father passed away at an early age. Even though I had a good number of friends during my years at the Academia, for some time I still sensed many critical looks in my direction. I'm sure a child coming all the way from the desert will have an even harder time. But let's bring this back to the building itself. I think you said that you want this building to be quiet and warm, with its doors serving as a solid barrier to block out the sound and fury outside, and allow one to focus on the book in their hands. Building it according to the current plan will be quite costly. Even if I don't charge you any commission fees, I don't think we'd be able to keep it under your budget. Any ideas on what we can do? A slightly different style. Give me a minute. Most architects would probably prioritize cutting costs and removing extra features in this situation. Indeed, converting the building into a simple bungalow would solve most of our problems. However, I do not think this would be the best solution. While it's true that the aesthetic value of a building is often viewed as an afterthought, neglecting it has some long-term negative consequences. It is especially undesirable in this situation, as the library will serve a high number of children, many of whom would have never been exposed to structures that may be considered elegant or beautiful. To completely give up on the more aesthetic design would mean stripping the children of an opportunity to appreciate the beauty of architecture. I share Badawi's sentiments in wanting to preserve a more complex design. However, if we can reduce the ornate aspects of the design while maintaining its fundamental elegance, which is to say we won't touch the arches and stone pillars, but make changes elsewhere. To make up for the loss of regular details, we would need to put a lot of extra effort into the layout.
I see. Would that really be okay?
It just increases the difficulty of the design. As for inspiration, I think I might have something in mind, but I'd need to visit the site to make sure.
Aru Village. Although it wasn't my child.
Okay, then we can pay a visit to Aru.
Is there something I can do for you?
Let me think. We want to keep the roads clear and reduce the loss of materials during transport to...
All right, just leave it to me.
What are you waiting for then? Let's pack...
Merciless.
Most materials going from Caravan Ribat to Aru Village would pass through here. There are a lot of monsters out here today. If you find it hard to keep up, just let us know.
Oh, don't worry about me. This is nothing. I'll be careful, though.
Right clear!
Overruled.
Silence!
I'm fine. I've spent my entire life fighting these kinds of monsters in the desert after all. They won't get the best of me. But it's one thing to fight against. I didn't think much of it back then, but with a few mercenaries get to enjoy their later years. Failing health tends to take the joy.
Is there someone you know who can help to look after you?
Unfortunately, no. Sometimes I'd close my eyes and realize most of my life story is... I joined the Eremites, if at all possible. My apologies.
I think it's really admirable of him to spend his whole... Maybe he's doing this out of natural kindness. A kindness that hasn't been eroded away by the struggles of his life. Perhaps. To clarify, though, I don't think I'm quite the same. Some people call me an idealist. I do have some sentiments of that general persuasion, such as wanting everyone to be able to lead a happy life. But my situation is more complex than that. In the beginning, what drove me to harbor those thoughts was less idealism and more a desire to make up for a sense of guilt. When I was young, I impulsively encouraged my father to take part in the first Inter-Darshan Championship, hosted by the Academia. He set off confidently hoping to win. I never saw him again. I started doing many things in life because I wanted to. At this point, even I don't know. I've tried self-reflection, but it didn't help. I can't seem to walk away from... Maybe it's just like what those Vahumana scholars often say. It's hard for people to truly understand themselves. I could be doing things out of endless guilt, or I could be doing them out of a strong sense of empathy. Anyway, I suppose I don't really mind being called an idealist. I've known all he told me along. I still believe I Unfortunately, as you can see, and when But you've helped me plenty already. Either way, I'm feeling much... All right, let's...
Merciless.
Now that we're here, it's my partner's time to shine.
Oh, what's this?
My toolbox. I built it using an ancient mechanical core. It's not too smart, but it's super useful and can help me with a variety of tasks. I'll take Marak and find a suitable location for the building. Once that is done, I'll get to work on a few designs.
Traveler?
Ah, you know each other?
Hello. I suppose you must be Kaveh from Kasharwar. I have heard of you before. My name is Sataria, and I'm currently the person in charge of promoting educational assistance programs here in the...
Educational assistance program?
I can't say I'm too familiar just yet.
I've been commissioned by Mr. Badawi to build a library in the desert. We've settled on the general design direction.
A library? Do you intend to open it?
That's right. I want to make sure the children will have books to read.
That's fantastic!
Let me get straight to my... Oh, and have any land... All right. That Badawi, let's go over the budget again. The parts of the project that cost... I want to make significant change. Our final cost should be around 70% of the last figure Marak has produced a sketch for all of you to see. The inspiration just came to me naturally. I must give you credit, though. If it weren't for your advice and suggestions, I probably wouldn't have landed on... According to the traditions of my profession, In the meantime, let's look forward to the day... Taking this commission was truly the worst decision ever. Oh. No worries. It was just an offhand question. Sounds great to me. I don't even want to a different career. I think I've heard it's just a saying. And if I want to make more... Hold on. Maybe I'll be able to...
Merciless. Fearless.
Ah, Kaveh, it's you!
Yeah, it's been a long...
I heard that you were the genius. Hard to make a profit unless the client...
Well,
I understand. I mean, I obviously never had... Not exact, judging from the look on you. With that said...
Are you serious? Besides,
Oh, compared to the classes, unlike the academia, it just so happens that regardless of the pay...
So what do you think, Traveler?
Then it's a deal.
Yes, it's a deal.
Like I said. As for the pay...
300,000? Are you serious? How could you offer...
300,000 is also just the base rate. I have to go make some preparations.
I was never particularly close with Alkami. I've hosted free lectures before, but thanks so much. Now, what should I talk... All right, let's meet... I was up last night preparing for the
lesson plan. At the training center has... Sure. It's almost time for the lecture.
Huh. So you've already... There's something else I want to ask, though. This isn't going to be...
No need to stress. There are only 20 people in this class. There are 14 classes at my train.
20 people, huh?
Oh, and one last thing. I'm sorry to say this, but your friend will have to wait outside.
Sorry about that.
Hey there. Can I help you? Oh, well, I heard here.
Did you hear? Alkami recruited. That really makes you jealous, eh?
That's true, but you've got to admit, his advertisements are really effective. After all, the academia only admits those that can pass its entrance exam, so only a few people could hope to study architecture in the halls of the Kashar War. For those who can't pass the exam, or who just want to jump straight into the industry, the training center is the best bang for the Mora.
Man, to have that kind of business acumen.
All right, everyone. There's classes over, so we can just chat for a bit. I shouldn't have lost my temper during the lecture.
No, you weren't scary at all, Mr. Kaveh. We were just a bit lost and...
Oh, don't get me started. I was trying to use Alkami's material. Alkami may fool an amateur, but he can't. In my opinion, the most important skill of an architect is their ability. There are tens of thousands. The architects who can. All these students are doing in class. How can they expect to become real architects?
But Mr. Cave, we didn't really understand anything you. What's the big deal anyway?
You're studying architecture?
Yeah. Why else would we be studying? My biggest dream is to become someone like Mr. Alkami.
Huh. In that.
But he also said that as long it won't be long.
Come on.
But Mr.
You. It's pointless. Let's go, traveler. Let's hear about Alkami's.
What's wrong, Cave? You look quite flustered. Were the students not astute enough for your life?
Yeah, I'm mad at them. The students are all. If your client is unhappy, you can't. You know all of this just as well.
You may deny it all you want. Our clients care very. Why should we, if it's near impossible to make money as an architect?
Wait, how does that make any?
We are already stuck. That's right. None of the students. The more students I get.
And then what? When that happened...
but that's just what... Oh, and also, I never actually... I'm not even scared if they do come back and
You... How can... I can't believe that I once saw you as a decent...
And the same goes to you. Only fool... I urge you to think... As the light of the Ksharawar... Think it over, Kave.
I'm so mad. I feel a headache coming on. There's nothing... Of course... He is right about the most that they could accuse him of is false. Oh? Did you notice something else? Yeah. The rate he gave me, if you're gambling everything on making it right, we're never going to get any information.
Oh.
Class finished a while ago.
I wanted to stay for a little.
Of course they were. It's a good thing that you could...
Res?
Yes. And for most people, going from admiration...
Just as I thought.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I can't say anything more.
Don't listen to him.
Really?
Why would I pull your leg?
Then please keep this a secret for me. Mr. Alkami was the one who reached out to my parents. He told them that he knew a merchant by the name of He told all...
How much? And what was the... Yeah, I have a bad feeling, too. We need to find that merchant. A good idea.
We last saw him on...
Well, it's still be... We need to do...
Oh. I don't...
You're Fahar, right?
Yes.
Alkami. My friend here wants to enroll in his architecture class, but they're a bit short on money. Alkami told us you're the man to go to in this kind of situation.
Oh, sounds like his business is booming. How much do you need?
Let me see. I'd say around 3 million mora.
Oof. You call that a bit short on money? Anyway, since you're here because of Alkami, I can work things out for you. Make sure you sign the contract, though. Lots of people are borrowing money from me nowadays. Here you go. Don't worry, there's nothing particularly unusual about it. All you need to do is pay back the loan in full within 3 years.
And what if they won't be able to pay it back?
What do you mean, won't be able to pay it back? Once you graduate from Alkami's place, you'll be making millions of mora a year. Easy! At that point, paying this off will be a piece of cake. And even if you were to run into some difficulties and need to delay the installments, it's no big deal. We're all reasonable people here. If you can't pay quickly, you can just pay it back over a longer period. All that would change is it's hard work running a business. Anyway, there's no point.
I just did some calculations in my head. When you say the interest will get a little higher, do you mean it'll get higher than 30%? Of course, the contract did a great job of trying to obfuscate that. If you actually do the math, however, it's clear that the amount you need to pay on interest alone will amount to hundreds of thousands of mora per year. Most people can't even make that much mora in a year. Even my creditor doesn't dare to raise rates that high. Once a family signed on to a...
What are you trying to say, huh? I figured something was off when two well-dressed people came looking for a loan. Think you got the better of me? Too many people are sticking their noses where they don't belong these days. Luckily for me, though, this is a pretty secluded spot. Hey, come out and teach these guys a lesson!
Eremites? I've already fought off more than my fair share of them when I was working in the desert. There are only a few of them, so they shouldn't pose much of a following orders.
Bow your head.
Who are you and what do you want? I don't think we've done anything to hurt or offend you. So why...
Debt has the power to upend your whole life. But my debts are the culmination of many different factors, and my interest rate is still somewhat reasonable. As long as I continue... But these students are different. They have neither the mental prep... You sold the dreams of becoming an architect to the...
Ha! Everyone knows there's no such thing as a free lunch. And if we're going to talk about greed...
Ha! And here comes the... People grow by learning from... Let's head back to the academia. Sino? Didn't think...
My vacation just ended not too long ago, so I'm going over some cases at the academia. I see. Charging an interest rate over 30% indeed constitutes a crime, as it is highly likely that Alkami is also benefiting from this scheme. The Matra will open an investigation on him as well. The training center will be closed until further notice. Any funds we manage to recover from the suspects will be returned to the students. It's unclear how much we'll be able to get back, however.
That should still be enough. Once the students realize the error of their ways. Anyway, thank you for your help.
It's no trouble. Just did you accept any mora from him?
He promised to pay me 300,000 mora per lecture, but I resigned as soon as I finished the first session. I didn't take a single coin.
Ah, that's good.
What do you mean, that's good? Would you have taken me into custody as well if I had actually accepted any mora?
I wouldn't have gone that far. But, had he insisted that you were also an active participant in his schemes, under our rules, we would have been required to open an investigation on you as well. Either way, though, I believe you are innocent in all of this. Had you actually been alright with making money through less than noble means, your life wouldn't be the mess it currently is.
Hey, what was that? What do you mean, my... You're just messing with...
Let's get back to business.
Huh. I didn't...
The reward will be given regardless of your personal motivations.
Fine.
Is there anything else?
I want to go back to the training center.
Sure.
Alright.
I have a few other...
To think Alkami would sink this... Still, it's a little ironic. How should I put it? The arguments are... Alkami's suggestion would have allowed me to... Every scholar, just speaking for myself, if I stopped devoting... At that point, any materialistic ease I may have... It's certainly not. My thanks again for being such a great... Alright, I'll see you tomorrow.
would have guessed Mr. Alkami was a scammer.
The training center has been shut down, and the Madra have promised to return some of our tuition. But we've already spent so much time on this class. What should we do next?
Mr. Kave said we can keep working on our fundamentals and try to get into the academia.
Easier said than done. Only the best of the best can get into the academia studying on their own.
Mr. Kave might be willing to teach.
Why? What reason does he have to stick?
So, you're the only ones that showed up?
Huh?
Now, that's Mr. Kave to you. I'm here as your instructor, so let's keep things a little more. I'll keep instructing you for a while longer. You can pass on the message to the other students. As long as someone wants to come, they can join the class. Oh, also, I'm usually pretty busy, so I'll only be able to teach architecture fundamentals on my days off. Another disclaimer. I can't promise that you'll all be able to understand everything I'm going to teach. Architecture is not an easy profession. Aesthetics aside, even the basics of safe design can already be a handful for most people. If you want to design safe buildings, you'll have to go through a systematic study of structural engineering. And just as a heads up, all of this will be a huge step up from the superficial stuff you were learning before. It'll take both talent and perseverance to get through the course. I don't want to hear anyone say that I didn't warn you.
We'll try our best.
It seems some of you are. All right, everyone, pack your stuff up. You'll know once we get there.
Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
Extinguished!
This lighthouse has been around. The point of today is I just want you to don't think about how you'd act.
So, it can be...
Yep. As long as you think it'd look good. In my experience, it's best to approach both the study, so at least for today, I hope the students will be able to create... What do you think?
All things come to an end, even time itself.
We meet?
Huh? What?
That's what we wanted to ask you. Sponsor the project? You mean convince wealth? That does make sense. What do you think?
It's all fine with me.
Well, you're right. If... Her? Now there's... Let's go and pay her a visit.
Now here are some unexpected guests. What brings you to the Palace of Alcazar's Ray? When I saw Kave, I almost thought it must be that time of month again. Sadly for me, I must wait a few more days before I can collect my shiny Mora.
Hey, can't you think of something else for a change? You are literally living in an objet d'art, and yet your mind is still fixated on nothing but Mora? What is the point of wealth, anyway? Is your
That's exactly right. Mora is extremely valuable, you see. If you don't keep your mind on it, your Mora may just find its way to somebody else's pockets. If you ask me, this place is still way too empty. Just give me some time and I'll fill it to the brim with lots and lots of Mora.
You're hopeless.
Oh, so you have an actual reason to visit me? Alright, merchants. Why? Is there some kind of business opportunity? Oh, I see.
I knew you wouldn't be interested in something.
Sure, I can connect you with some folks, but with every service comes a fee and
A fee? You mean just for introduction?
Of course! Making introductions means using my connections and putting my reputation. Since we've known each other for so long, though, I'll give you a huge returning customer discount.
500,000? I guess that's okay. But why are you charging a fee before we've even secured any funding? Besides, by helping us out, you'd be doing a great service to the public. Can't you...
Very well. Since you're so passionate about this project, 3 of my business partners came by earlier today.
Thank you so much.
You can wait here. I'll bring them over.
Dory gave us a brief introduction about the two of you. You are Kaveh, the renowned architect, and you are the traveler. Practically all of Teyvat has heard of you by now. To be frank, I don't feel like there's an obvious business opportunity here. But since Dory took the time to introduce you, we can spend some time to have a conversation. So, let's hear...
All right, here's the situation. I've been commissioned to build a library in the desert, with the intended goal of allowing the desert dwellers to have more access to reading materials.
So it's a public welfare project?
Correct.
Then the commission fees will likely be very low. You should be careful.
I'm not too concerned about how much I'll get for the commission fees, actually. I'm fine with doing it for free. I just want to get this project rolling as soon as possible. We're just a little short on funding.
So what? You can't possibly expect that we just cover the shortfall for you. Besides, what does a library in the desert have to do with us? If you want to build it yourself with your own Mora. Seems simple enough to me.
Hey, there's no need to be so harsh. They are Dory's associates after all. Here, can you tell us a bit more about what we can gain from sponsoring this project? So we'd mostly be doing it for reputation and exposure? There is...
Well, just speaking for myself.
I also have a concern. It feels like there's not much to profit from in the
Then how about this? What if, instead of building a single library, we commit to an entire complex of buildings dedicated to culture and education?
Wouldn't that just cost more?
Yes, but in that case... Mr. Kaveh, please tell us what you have in...
I'll just give an example. If we were to build a library and a school near Aru Village, then the desert dwellers would gradually begin to migrate towards the area. A whole suite of buildings will be able to host more traffic, and thus drive the economic development of the entire area. In turn, that would lead to direct business opportunities. I've been to the desert several times. Although there are still many lingering tensions between the two regions, the amount of interaction has been steadily increasing, and in the long term, the desert will only become more and more important to Sumeru.
You do have a...
Education in the desert is indeed an industry that has not been tapped into. If we can be the first to place stakes in the area...
And you just believe anything he tells?
Even the greenest amateurs know that urban planning will affect population flow. If you don't believe me, you can ask anyone on the street to confirm it to you.
You...
Hey, why are you starting to sound like I'll hate them?
Wait, something just occurred to me. If we're going to build a library in the desert, Aru Village would obviously be the best place for it. But it seems we're not the only ones with our eyes on the village. I heard a rumor a while back saying a lot of land and buildings in Aru Village have already been—
What?
What?
In other words, if we try to join the fray now, there won't be much left for us. If we want to build a suite of buildings focused on education and culture, Aru Village is the prime location. If we want to build it anywhere else, we'll have to deal with a far larger list of problems.
Then there's no hurry. We can wait.
Is there nothing else to discuss?
I'll be off as well.
It seems like the others are not interested in funding the—
Hey, guys, wait! Well, what can I say? I guess it went somewhat as expected. They are Dory's friends, after all. As soon as they heard that there's not much more in this for them, they lost all interest. Yeah, it's just another day doing business with— Looks like we'll have to figure out some other way to get the funding. Let's go.
How did the meeting go? Want to talk about it? Oh, where did all that passion go from earlier,
Please don't tell me that you're here to mock.
What kind of person? You can try to—
But this isn't just— Also, if you already— I'll pay—
Alright, since you— In fact—
What? So, where—
Follow me. This is the place.
You said you're going to introduce us to the most famous merchant in Sumeru.
You still don't get it, huh? The most famous merchant in Sumeru?
Huh? So you meant yourself all along? Then why did you bring us here?
Well, I've given it some thought, and that complex of education and culture buildings that you mentioned does hold some promise. It'll be a pretty big Mora sink, and I'll have to fund it all on my own, but that's not really a problem for me.
Seriously? Where's this generosity coming from so suddenly? Are you trying to scam me again?
The reasons are not important. What's important is that I'm willing to help you. However, you know just as well as me that once this project actually breaks ground, it'll start sucking Mora from my pockets like crazy. So, to cut costs...
I get it, I get it. I won't charge any commission fees, and I'll take responsibility for the entire project.
Splendid! Then let's sign the contract right away.
This way, the children of the desert will have some books to read. Their lives should improve a bit after this. Of course, There are a few things I must thank you. Now, let's have a quick...
There's no rush. I'll provide you with a copy of the deed when we get back. You can just use the address on the document to find the lot.
Huh? The deed? So hold on a sec. The person who has been buying up everything around Aru Village was you all along?
Oh my, did I not tell you about that? Yep, yours truly has been buying up all the land. I must thank you for bringing your ideas to me. Before our conversation, I had no idea what to build on all those lots. So, from my perspective, this has been a great turn of events. I didn't put much in and easily got a lot in return.
But what about my commission fees?
Huh? Didn't you waive those yourself? I was just gonna say that to Kaka, but before I could finish my sentence, you volunteered to waive your—
It's obvious that you used every trick in the book to deceive me.
Huh? You really think—
Fine, I'll drop the argument on the commission fees. But since you said I'm going to order the best dishes and booze this place has to offer, and lots of it.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
I wonder if I'll ever be able to create something so incredible. I wonder if I'll ever be able to create something so incredible. I wonder if I'll ever be able to create something so incredible. I wonder if I'll ever be able to create something so incredible. I wonder if I'll ever be able to create something so incredible.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
I wonder if I'll ever be able to create something so incredible.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.